Well, Bill McGinnis, his great-grandfather, could tell Bill John is in trouble. But he's a prudent man. He's not about to leave his saloon to anybody. So he bars the door. First a layer of brick, and some wooden beams, then another layer of brick. More beams.
Bricks.
But like I said, he's a prudent man. So he leaves a little hole so he can see out.
Lost you, Alex.
And the town's set up in such a way that Bill McGinnis' saloon looks straight up to the very edge of town, straight up Main Street. And he can see that man as he comes into town. He rides into town, one foot on a bear, other foot on a mountain lion. Big scar going across his face. His hat, his two falcons wrapped around each other, wings apart, claws ripped into his scalp. This man was bad. This man was bad. And he comes right up to that saloon. Bill McGinnis' great-grandfather is scared. He jumps behind the bar. Here's a crashing noise. This man breaks through the brick, breaks through the beams, the brick and the beams again. And he says, drink, drink. Bill McGinnis' grandfather.
Best story ever.
That's where it gets heavy, right?
Grabs a bottle of his best whiskey, slams it up on the counter, jumps back down. But he manages to catch a glimpse of this man up close. His shirt is made of hornets, stinging. His belt is two rattlesnakes wrapped around each other, biting into his hips.
Does he not remind you of Sean telling this story right now?
His feet, his shoes, are the skulls of alligators. Skulls clenched into his flesh, as if he ripped their heads off as they ripped their fucking heads off.
Yes!
This man grabs that whiskey bottle. One drop would have laid 10 men out on their backs. He bites off the bottom, gulps it down, breaks it over. Riders of death, riders,
Bravo!
And the man says, drink. Bill McGinnis' grandfather knows he can't swindle this man.
You cannot swindle me now.
Breaks into some of his finest bourbon.
This is my top shelf shit.
One drop would lay out 25 men on their backs.
You're all going down.
He sets it up on the table. It's done. The big man grabs the bottle, bites off the top, sucks down the liquor,
Suck it down.
Suck it down!
breaks it over the bar. Bill McGinnis' great-grandfather could tell he wasn't soothed by this. He says, McGinnis' great-grandfather knows what he has to do. Gets out his finest whiskey. It's been passed down from his great-grandfather,
shit.
and his grandfather, and then his father, and then to him. One drop would lay out 100 men. He sets it up there. Now he's standing a little more brave, looking at this man in the eye.
Standing tall,
Man stands 8 feet tall.
taller than me.
He's looking up,
Way taller than me.
feels like a child looking into his eyes. The man bites off the top.
He bit it.
Glass stuck in his teeth. There's blood down his lips, and he drinks down all the liquor. He goes, He turns around and starts walking away. And his grandfather's like, wait, where are you going? He says, must leave. Big John coming to town.
Big John will be here soon.
It's funny because I've only heard that story from the other side. Because that's the story of my grandfather when he first came to Coloma.
Really? You've heard that story before?
No. Shit. That's awesome.